Good morning, everybody. How are we all today? Thank you for joining me again on one of my walks in Jackie's Toddles. Today we're going to run by the shore at Alness Point. So I've just been underneath the bridge at the A9, so we're heading this way. I know I've done this walk before, but I've only done it once over the past nearly year and a half, so I want to do it again. Hopefully I'll be slightly better this time, so I think it was a wee bit of a disaster last time, I think. So yeah, it was a beautiful day yesterday. I'm hoping it's going to be a lovely day again. It's meant to be even warmer than yesterday, so I thought I would do this now while it's cool. Thank you for all those who watched my last video. I got a good response from that, and I have to do a shout out to a lovely man who watches all my videos several times over and over, and he came in to see me in the Heritage Centre on, I think it was Friday, I think he came in, so with his mum, so a big shout out to him. So thank you very much for watching all my videos. I really appreciate you. I just wanted to show you this, guys. This used to be the place, I can't remember whether it's over here, that we had the swinging bridge, swinging bridge across the river before the bridge of the A9 was built. And this is one of the locations that it was here, but it was washed away during a storm in the late 1980s, I think it was that time. And this would be the sort of the car park. This was a wee car park area. This is a good spot for fishing, apparently. There is a wee trail that goes down beside the river, but we're not taking that today, so I'm not very sure. It used to be, it takes you right along the river, but I don't know if it still does because it's quite overgrown. So we're going to head this way. So this is on the way to Alness Point and to the shore. That's where the RAF camp used to be. RAF Alness it was called, and you'll find all the information on it in the Heritage Centre, because we have a war room and it gives you all the dates and what we used. It was seaplanes that was there. So it's a lovely bright day so far. There's a wee tiny bit of breeze, but it's quite nice. But yeah, we had a beautiful weather yesterday. It was gorgeous yesterday. It was so warm. So I thought I would do this morning, because I was meant to be doing a shift in the Alness Heritage Centre this morning, but plans have changed. But I'm in the Heritage Centre this afternoon, so this won't get uploaded until tonight, because it'll take at least 3 hours to upload. Hopefully when we get our new broadband it'll be quicker. Hopefully. So that's the path we've taken so far. It's a nice shot of Firish. We've got at least 4 weeks to the summer holidays, end of June. Six weeks this time. I think next year 7 weeks for them at the summer, which is seems quite a lot. You know, that extra week makes all the difference, you know what I mean? Especially when you're struggling for something to, activities to do with your bairns and whatever, you know. You've got an extra week to fill. As I said, there was a path that went right along there and you could get down to the mouth of the river, but again, I don't know how far the path goes down now, because that was a lot of years ago, when I was a bairn, you know, what I posted yesterday, as you can imagine, for those who know me. I think that's to do with the water board, Scottish Water, that we build in there. This is like a swampy bit, because they usually have rushes and reeds and rushes, which are probably the same thing, I don't know. So it's nice to see different things going. So ahead of me, this mound of earth used to be an ice house, one of the ice houses that were here, but unfortunately it got demolished because it was unsafe, so they thought it better demolishing, but I don't know why they've left a big mound of earth there. So there's our signpost. That one goes to Alness. This one's pointing to Alness Point, which we're going to, and this other one, RAF Memorial, Alness Point Business Park. So yeah, so you can either go this way, which is the old road. There's a wee bit of a hill, so I can't see all the way down. So you can either go that way, or you can go round here by the shore. So we're going round this way. A favourite of walkers and doggy walkers, cyclists. It's a nice place to come down for a picnic. You can see the mouth of the river just down there. It's quite an uneven path. There's wee path dotted about, made by doggy walkers. You know, there's a path that goes up that way. So if you come down here, you need to really watch your footing, because it's quite a wee narrow path, but it's stony, it's very uneven. Especially this wee bit, this bit's quite an uneven bit. Got all the formations in the grass with the water when the tide comes in, and you know, you never know what's hiding in those pools when they get filled. Nice to hear all the wee birdies cheeping away. But it's quite a nice wee path. Anyway. Look at that view. See Yankee Pier down there. Lovely view. So you can see the Alness Business Point. Well, part of it, that's the orange houses there. You can see that was the RAF houses. That's where all the families of the officers used to stay. And that white building, that's Poor X. That's the last building that's in the business park. So Poor X is an American company, and they do like filtration systems. They deal with big companies like Smith Klein and Park. Can't remember his name. Dyson, make stuff for Dyson. They were making things for the space station as well. And they've only got, this is the only factory in Britain, and they've got other factories dotted about everywhere. Look at this, wee pools. So this is like a protected area because I think there's lots of nesting birds that come here. And I can't remember what birds are nesting, but there is a sign near the shore that'll tell us. Not very sure if this is another ice house. I wish they would put maybe signs on it to say for visitors, you know what I mean? Let them know what it is. So as you can see the chimney of Tenerife Distillery. So it's nice and peaceful down here, apart from me blithering, obviously. I think it might be a wee bit hazy today rather than full sun that we had yesterday, but I think it's going to be warmer. Hopefully we can get this type of weather for the summer holidays, because it'll make a massive big difference. You know, get the kids out and about, or even just out playing in the garden, and you know, with a paddling pool or whatever. You know, takes the pressure of having to go somewhere. You know, so as you can see, there's still wee paths going about. There's another a good view of the distillery there. And there's lots of wee birdies. I don't know if that's a crane that's there. Not very sure of my birdies either. It's the same with my flowers. I know some, but I don't know them all. But it'll tell us which ones are nesting here. Oh, wee birdie flew in front of me. can hear geese somewhere. I wonder if you're able to walk right along there. I'm sure you would be able to, but we're not going to do it today. Oops. So there's another wee path there. You can take that path and it'll take you to the roundabout at just past the Porex. Right, so go through this wee gate here, a wee walkway. I take it this must be something to do with Scottish water as well, I imagine. Yeah, there we go, Scottish water. Sarah's right. Ooh. Look at this. See how peaceful it is down here. It's wonderful. I used to come down here a lot on my bike. As I haven't been down here for ages, well, until it was last year when I started doing the videos. But I think it was a wee bit of a disaster, so we'll try it again as I'm more experienced this time this time round. So, but still not a professional like some other people. Yeah, so here it's telling you, oh man, ground nesting birds. Doesn't tell the species off on the. Doesn't tell me what kind of bird it is. Can anybody tell me what kind of bird that is? Doesn't say. No. I thought they said. Right, I'm going to pause you for a minute, guys. Okay, guys, sorry about that. So just continuing and walking. So the wee path up here. Ooh, lots of wee black beasties about. Oh, get away. It's good, it's good. So this is a better view of Porex. So this is another sign. There you go. Just pointing away. So Alness, the shore down here is very stony. It's a stony shore. But it's nice though. It's there's more doggies coming. There was a wee seat up here somewhere. In memorial to someone who died. but I don't know where it is. So I'm just going to pause you for until these people pass, okay? Okay guys, that was us back now. So we're going beside Porex, as you can see. Well, you can see the wee seat coming up that I was telling you about. Well, they've got a new seat. I'm sure this was a wooden seat at one point. So this is a nice one. Oh yeah, in memorial of Elizabeth Shearer. Or Elspeth Shearer, sorry, says, "You loved this area for a walk with Sparky, always in our thoughts, forever in our hearts." So that's nice, isn't it? So it's a nice wee area. Nice wee place to sit down and just relax and just enjoy the quietness here. So as you can see, it's starting to brighten up a wee bit. And I'm quite hot, so I'm going to take a wee drink of water and have a wee rest. And then we can carry on. Okay guys, so we're had a wee rest and had a wee drink. So we're off again. I had to put my hat on because it's starting to get brighter now. And the sun is starting to come out now up there, which is lovely. So we're going to go around here. Somebody asked me yesterday that if I use a mic, like an external mic when I'm filming, but you know, they were amazed that I just use my phone. It's just nothing, there's nothing technical about it. It's just the video part of my phone, that's it. So as you know, I don't do any editing of my videos, so I think it spoils the flow of them. Plus I don't have any equipment to do it, so I don't own a laptop or a PC at the moment, but I'm sure once we get this new broadband up and going, this Highland broadband, I'll be purchasing one, because I find that I do need it for some things, especially for research about things, and you know, it's much bigger and better to do rather than trying to find it on your phone, sort of thing. So we're coming to the end of the trail that goes along the shore line. So we're here, big pool in the middle. Again, we've got more signposts. So we'll take you up by the memorial as well. So this used to be the slipway. Oh, now here's another sign: Arctic Terns. I wonder if that's the one that was there. Arctic Terns nest here. So it's nice to have birdie nesting in our local area. So yes, this used to be a slipway for when they took the planes out. And at Easter time, the Alness Baptist Church come down here for a Easter morning or a sunrise service. That's the word I'm looking for. Easter Sunday sunrise service, and they stand right about here. So unfortunately I missed it this year for some reason. I can't remember why I missed it. So as you can see, it's very stony. There's a makeshift bench that somebody has kindly made, which was nice. But somebody has actually made a campfire. Had a campfire here at one point. So this is the shoreline on the Cromarty Firth. There's a Having Deep Haven over there. You can just see a glimpse of Evington. Lovely shot of Irish. So yeah, where should we go? We'll take a walk round here, up here a wee bit, and then we'll come back. Then we'll take you up by to the RAF Memorial and round the pond, because that's where we had the disaster last year. So I'm determined to get it done properly this year. What time are we at? It's only been 26 minutes, so that's good. Quite hard to walk on the stones. Well, I find it quite hard to walk on, but I don't know about anybody else. We've been down here with my girl a couple of times. I think I used to come down here all the time with my dog, but she won't be able to walk that far now, or this far from where we stay. She's getting an old doggy, 12 and a half. So another day. It'll probably be after school holidays, or might even be next year. What we'll do is I'll start here and we'll try and walk along that way, see how far we can go, because I think it'll be nice to know, for other people. You can see Invergordon there, the port of Invergordon. So they've got a ship in at the moment, they've got a cruise liner in. Oh, there must be a tern, an Arctic tern, look at that. That's how close the water is flying, isn't it? Wow. But this is beautiful. We live in such a beautiful place. And sometimes we probably take it for granted how beautiful we stay, how beautiful place we stay in. That's Porex there, the building. We'll walk along a wee bit yet, then we'll turn around. Oh, see, it's quite difficult to walk on. It's tiny wee stones, so I think we'll stop here and then we'll walk back and then we'll go up to the RAF Memorial and round the pond. Well, that's a fact. I'll take you another way around there instead of going straight up the road. There's another path you can go, and it'll take you around by the trees, which is quite a nice wee walk. Again, we haven't done it for a long time. And a few people actually park and they lay by at the A9 and walk down here with their doggies or their kids or maybe themselves. There's hardly any breeze, there's no waves as such. But I like the sound of waves. You know, we go to, right over there's Nig. We go to Nig Beach. And it's quite a nice wee beach. Some of it is sandy, some of it is stony. But you get a lot of waves there. And I just love hearing the waves crashing into the shore. Now, even at Port Mahomet, past 10, well, near 10, so that's quite a nice place to go as well. A nice beach, lovely sandy beach. So we've often took our beach tent with us, with my girl, and she's been I wouldn't say swimming in the sea, but she loves to sort of like sit down in the sea and let the waves crash over her. And she doesn't seem to be fazed by how cold the sea is at any time of year. She always wants to go for a paddle. So that's one of our problems when we take her out. We've got to think, well, what's she going to do? Especially if it's a bright day and we'll take a walk along the beach, like say in sort of the autumn, if it's quite a bright, good day, 9 times out of 10 she'll be wanting to take her shoes and socks off. And obviously the water at that time of year can be extremely chilly. But she doesn't care. Or at the moment she's saying, could not care. So that's her hormones kicking in. At 10.5. But jeepers, look at this. Right, so we need to go up here. Oh man, it's so hard to walk on. It's tiny wee stones. Oh, so you can see there's, you can just tell there's a tiny wee path there. So we're going to go walk around that way. Instead of going through that gate and then up by the road, we'll go around this way. So a big doggy coming. Big fluffy dog looks like. So as I say, the absolute favourite for dog walkers down here. And he's got a muzzle on, so I better be careful. Right, so we're going to walk along this wee path here. Hello, doggy. Right, let's go this way. Oh! Oh, you coming too? The doggy's trying to follow me. So again, you'll be able to walk along the shore there. I think it's past Highland Deep Haven, which is that pier there. There's a tiny wee beach called Eventon Beach. Well, it's not actually Eventon Beach, it's, is it Kiltern? Kiltern Beach, that's where the old Kiltern Church used to be. And there's a big story on, I think, how the people from the Black Isle used to come in a boat to church. So I'm not very sure how accurate the story is, but I'm sure you can be able to research it. I went down there a couple of weeks ago, you know, with my girl. So right, so you can either go down that way to the beach, to the shore. There's another way path, but not really sure where it'll take you, but we're going to take this one. I thought there was another path that goes right along the tree line, but this is where the trees are. That's where the big hangers were, and amongst it. So where we kept the Catalina seaplanes. I can't remember the other one. I see, so we should have came through that way. Never mind. So we'll go through this way. But again, you can find all the information in Alness Heritage Centre in the war room. So that's where that two camper vans are, where the van is. That's where the lay-by is, I was telling you about. Oh. So that's where we've just come from. Yeah, it's starting to heat up now. Hoping to visit a friend before I go back into the town. Hopefully she's in. Yeah, that's the path you would take from the lay-by, this one here. But we're going to go around this way. And it should take us around by the trees. Pardon me. Oops. Again, it's on very uneven ground, so you need to watch your step. You don't fall into a rabbit hole or something, or fall over a stone. Yeah, there's definitely heat in that sun now. Look at how yellow these things are. I mean, a bright yellow, and the sun makes them even brighter. Just wonderful. Somebody's lost a sock. I'm glad I took a bottle of water with me today. Keep me hydrated. I had a lovely evening walk with my doggie last night. The evening sun, it was lovely down the river. I took a few pictures and put them on my Facebook page. Oh, right, we're going to go through the trees. And there'll be a lot of stories about these trees. when the Catalina, there's a place called Catalina Hotel down here. Well, it used to be a hotel. And there's a few, so a path goes down that way. No, we're going to keep going this way. So there's a few guests have mentioned that they've seen, like in these trees, like ghostly figures of soldiers. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's one of the stories that are down here. I don't know if for those who believe in ghosts, you know, I'm very skeptical about everything like that, extremely. But again, you just never know about these things, you know, unless you experience them yourself. So we're coming up to this is the entrance to the business park, but this is also where the RAF Memorial is. Oh. But what we'll do is we'll take a walk around here, because this goes round by the pond and we'll finish there. So we'll take a walk around this way. So this is a pond here, and at one point I used to have like a fountain system, but I think it broke and then they didn't fix it, which was a shame, because it was a statement piece sort of thing. It was, you know, it was lovely to see. So I think the last time I done this, it was I had to stop and start the video, so I think there was about 5 videos all once just to do down here on the shore, which is not good. So I'm glad I can get it all done in one piece. Look at that purple flowers just growing there. This is a tiny wee ridgy bit. So I can't remember when this was all built or anything. I have to stop here for a minute. Right, sorry. Okay, let's keep going. I've just brushed against the nettle. I can feel my fingers stinging. But it's nice to see this bit developed, you know. Nice wee seats down here as well. You want to come down and just sit and read or ponder, or come down with friends, have a blather. Quite a nice wee quiet wee area. There's another bench. So we're heading to the memorial now. There's a life buoy there, or life ring. If anybody does fall into the pond, you can rescue them, or help to rescue them. So there we go, there's our RAF Memorial, unveiled in 2001. You will remember them, Royal Air Force, Alness and Invergordon. Sutherland, there we go, the air seaplane was Sutherland. There's the Catalina, and one of the ASIR our launch boat there. So I don't know if you'll be able to read it. I'll try and get a good angle so you can pause the video and you can have a look at it. But yeah, it's a lovely memorial to all the squadrons that are there. Right. Base was closed in 1986, there you go. But I remember coming, I think it was the Roskeen Parish Church Sunday School picnic down here. We always came down here every single year maybe. And it was nice because we had gates. We had gates up here, so we had to be let in. I don't think it was actually here. I think it was actually further on down here. Might actually show you. So yeah, so it's a lovely wee tribute to them. So we're gonna carry on down here. So see, this is the entrance to the business park, all the way down there, and I've got a lovely photo that I took years ago of this area when it was autumn and everything was just orange. It was a wonderful sight, you know, because you know I love autumn. So you can go walk right down. There's a path down there. We've got college down here. We've got the Highland Council offices down here. Not really sure what else is down here. And then Porrick's down at the bottom. So we're going to walk up here. Because obviously the road, the bypass wasn't built then, so this used to be the old road. But not this bit here, but this bit we're going to come on to in a minute, and I'll show you where we would have been. We would have went in. It was that's where all the barriers used to be. There's always somebody manned at the barriers, a soldier. So I can't remember if the Catalina was here at that time. I don't think so. So even the roads could have been either here. Could be here or further up. I honestly can't remember. Oh, hot. It's getting hot. So this is why the Catalina house is not a care centre. So this is why it's called the Catalina house, because of the Catalina seaplane that we had based here. I don't think this was here, the Catalina was here. I've got a feeling, because these houses here in front of me, these weren't here either. So all you would have seen was the RAF houses, which are behind this one's here. Right, I'm going to pause you for a minute, guys. Okay, guys, so this is a nice view of the the A9, and you can almost see that white house up there. That was the old church manse. So we're going to carry on up here. But aye, these houses weren't here then, so you know, it could either have been, you know, this down here, up here. So this could have been the entrance to the base. Down here I honestly can't remember. But it was all gated anyway. So we're going to walk up here, because obviously this road here used to be the old road before the A9 got built. Down here. But I've got friends that stay down here, and I'm envious of their view that they have. They've got this view, and you know, when it's harvest time, they get the view of the tractors coming in and the combines, and you know, lovely view of the harvest. And being apart from the farming background, you know, I miss working in the harvest time, helping Dad and being in the tractor and being in the combine with him. You know, so what we'll do is we'll just finish the video where I started, so that's a big circle, so that'll be a good time to stop. So see, there's the wee hill, and you can tell, oh man, it's warm. Glad I put my hat on, because I tend to get a sore head with the sun if I don't have a hat on. So I'm glad I put one on today. But imagine waking up to that view, or that one, every day. It would just be, oh man, just be wonderful to have a house with a view, you know. It's my lifelong dream to have another house with a view, because I miss the view. I think I said to you before that we've been to New York a few times, and I love to people watch. Even when I go to rest, I sort of like try and find a place to sit down and just watch people moving about, and you know, not staring at them. You know, I'm just observing, and that's what my girl does as well. She loves to people watch as well. If it's too busy, she'll just sit down and watch everybody. So anyway, yeah, so we've been to New York a few times, and you know, if by any miracle that we get to go over and stay over there, you know, get an apartment with a view of the city, I wouldn't leave that apartment. I would just sit in my window with the windows open and just listen to the busyness of the city. But again, I love this. I love being at new countryside. I love the quietness of it, you know. So I think the novelty of being in the city would soon wear off, I think. But the beauty about New York, they've got Central Park, which is my favourite place in New York. Absolutely adore it. Because once you get into the middle of Central Park, you don't know you're in a big city. Because there's so much open space and green spaces, and you hear the trees, you know, rustling the wind, and you hear birdies, and you know, it's brilliant. I would quite happily stay in a tent, live in a tent in Central Park, very happily. You know, although Central Park wouldn't be a safest place to be in at night time, as you can imagine, being America. But yeah, absolutely love the place. Wonderful. And I really hope to get to go back there one day. Really do. But as I said, we're heading to Florida next year. So exciting, nervous. Because we've got a third person now coming with. So yeah, but however, right, okay, so we're here now. I'll just turn you around. So yeah, thanks again for joining me on my tiny turtle and my blether. I didn't do an awful lot of blethering today. I didn't really have an agenda to blether on a subject at all, but gosh, look at my double chins. Ugh, God. But yes, thank you for joining me as usual. I thank every single one of you that watch and like my videos. It really does mean a lot to me. I'll turn you around just now. There's somebody else coming. So yeah, thanks again guys, and until next time, ta-ta!